I got a decent workout in, but I got a massive headache, man. I don't know if it's due to me not getting enough sleep last night or me wearing this super extra tight cap, sweat cap that I bought from Amazon. Right. And I'm just like, how's this universal? And I know I don't have the biggest head in the world. Very strange. But I'll wait until more people come into the live. I gotta make this live kind of quick because I got some other stuff I need to attend to, especially with my business. But I do like the consistency of me making sure that I'm hitting the targets, I'm tracking my calories every day, and I'm determined to relentlessly achieve my goal. And it feels good to consistency, because that's the key to really success, is the consistency, the collection of habits and traits and actions that you do. A lot of them, it builds up over time. It's almost like compound interest, with the idea of a collection of habits, and they eventually accumulate into a bigger desirable outcome. But it starts small, but it's almost like a snowball effect. Little habits that you build, and then it eventually rolls and rolls, and then it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the next thing you know, you got a big dumb snowball that can basically tackle and destroy anything. Do you think LeBron is actually black? I don't even understand that question. You're gonna have to elaborate more on that question of what you mean by that, because right now that doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, losers are not worthy of respect whatsoever. In fact, losers aren't even worthy of humility, humility, humbleness, or cockiness, or arrogance, yet alone even confidence, as you are a loser. See, it makes more sense when a person has things and they have something to be humble about. When you see somebody come out of a Porsche or a very expensive car, the first thing that you would think is this person is arrogant. But then when you meet them, they show signs of humility and humbleness because they have something to be humble about, that they're modest within their trait of their consumable goods that they have. Meanwhile, you have a bum or a person that has very little who's humble, but what are they humble over? I don't want to live in a cardboard box. That's nothing to be humble about. In fact, that's pretty depressing. And so a lot of people got it all mixed up as far as the actions of humbleness. And then on the flip side, you also have individuals who are arrogant for no apparent reason. They have nothing to show for it. And I'd say most people are like that are arrogant. And yet they have to show for it to even have the position to be arrogant about. And some people, you got Bible thumpers, and they would say that Jesus, man, and didn't have much. He didn't even have a to rest on. Meanwhile, Jesus was humble, but Jesus was also a supernatural human being who was the Son of God. So he also was humble for a reason, and he was more superior than any man that was walking on this planet. He had something to be humble about. But I just find it crazy how you have individuals who believe, let's get this person out of here. Can I block this person? Um, that somehow, some way, very little, and you have to be disposition of humbleness, which you don't. And it makes more sense for somebody to be humble with the idea of winning. That's more acceptable than a person that has nothing and is humble. So therefore, I don't respect the loser mentality. Just like this individual right here, he said, boxing fanatics. He said, yeah, dude, you need to learn respect. That's messed up. He has a loser mentality. And that's an individual who individuals should not respect. And in fact, look down upon and shame them. And ultimately ostracize individuals like that. Because it's essentially poison to society to have that type of mentality, and it doesn't render productive results in the end. But no, losers are not worthy of respect. Winners and doing the right thing is worthy of respect. And we live in a society now where losers is being brought to the forefront as winners, and they shouldn't be. Under no circumstances should you be comfortable with being a loser. You should want to be on the winning team. And it's very odd that individuals don't like, they can't cope with themselves as somebody that's doing better than them. All that time and energy of you becoming upset, having the emotions of jealousy because somebody is doing better than you. You also could study their habits, look at the clues as success leaves clues, follow the path of success, take the imprints, copy them, and make it your own to end up in the same, if not similar shoes as that person who's doing better than you. But instead, you rather feel some type of way, get upset when somebody calls you out for being a loser. There's so much resources in the world, whether that means money, whether that means materials, whether that means tools, that there's no reason why anybody should be a loser in society, yet alone not be able to make a income for themselves that is above average. We have an overflow of resources, especially if you live in the United States. Let's see what this person says. But what you were talking about earlier, would you say Muhammad Ali is a good example? He had lots of money, showed the trash talk on TV outside of boxing, but very humble. Muhammad Ali, he did some, you got to understand in boxing, it's a sport. So therefore they're putting on things to hype up for them to get endorsed for fight itself. So a lot of that was acting. That wasn't really Muhammad Ali's true character. But in a sense, you could composite and say that That's along the lines of where I'm going, but that's not as that's more contrived than it is organic. His disposition with Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali changed a lot even after boxing. So, like a better example would be Floyd Mayweather. He's extremely arrogant and cocky. And as far as I'm concerned, he has no reason to be, as he runs away from fights. He doesn't actually fight you. And he's a very, very scared and insecure man, because if you notice with Floyd Mayweather, he walks around with security, a whole legion of security around, which goes to show me that that's a front that he's putting on. Anybody was to catch him alone, he couldn't deal with the embarrassment of losing, because he knows deep down in his heart of hearts, he's not a true fighter. Meanwhile, you have Tyson. And Tyson has even called this out about Floyd Mayweather, that Tyson can go anywhere on this planet and he'll always get respect, because they understand his disposition, and that he's gained the respect of being the best. Yet even Tyson has humbled himself, even though he has all the riches, all the claim and the fame that one could ask for, and people respect him. There's even a clip where he showed his belts, and he said, "This is garbage, man. The thing that matters the most is my family." See, he has something to be humble about. He's reached limits. He has achievements. Therefore, there's no reason to put so much emphasis on yourself to that degree, because your work will speak for itself. You don't have to talk. You ain't got to say nothing. And that's where you have earned the right to be humble, because your body of work will speak for you. But you got a lot of individuals that haven't done much of anything, but yet they got to learn to be arrogant and thinking that you're doing something so profound. You're completely full of yourself, and the only person that thinks you're great is you in your own delusional mind. Male and females got this bad, especially in this modern day context. And I would see that I would actually add that the pendulum is swinging more towards the women, because with these empowerment groups and have an inflated sense of self, and they're extremely arrogant and have no reason to be. They have nothing to show for it. Moderate intellect, moderate pleasantness, femininity, or one would even call emotional intelligence, EQ. Yet you got a stank attitude and you're arrogant for no reason. Anytime that you talk to a person and they have to tell you, and the first thing that they say out of their mouth, or within the conversation of them having a conversation with you, and they have to tell you that I am very intelligent, that is a clear sign that they're not intelligent at all. Because if I was having a conversation with a true intelligent person, your words, your choice of words, your selection of reasoning would tell me you're intelligent, versus you telling me you're intelligent. It's an instant red flag that this person is not smart at all. I said, that's so true. You notice he always tried to put off Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali's greatness. Yeah. You notice he was always tried to put off Mike Tyson's Muhammad Ali's greatest multiple times, and asked for 5 or 10 greatest boxers of all time, and he didn't mention Ali or Tyson on his list. Yeah, I don't care for Mayweather, man, whatsoever. He's a poor example of a person that's not worthy of respect, and his character is definitely of a loser mentality. And a person who's extremely insecure and not secure within himself. And that's a person who has to put on image and a front for others to make them feel superior And this, like, that's why I believe books such as 48 Laws of Power is a garbage book, because it's all about giving the illusion as if you're confident and making people appear and fear you in a way that as though it seems as though you're confident, but really deep down you're not. It's all giving off these illusions and manipulation and trying to craft an illusion of your disposition instead of being authentic. Anybody was to follow the 48 Laws of Power, it would ultimately cause you to become a sociopath, a high level sociopath. If you really want to tap into true confidence and really tap into the self of having something that's worthy of respect, build your character, put in the work, create something that's monumental, whether that means a product, a service, a successful business, a following on social media, then that garners you the right to have some level of humbleness and even a modest amount of arrogance. To be honest with you, key words, modest. But if you ain't got nothing, and the only person that can say that you're great is you, and nobody else co-signs for you for your greatness, then yeah, you are not as great as what you think you are. Because it means nothing if nobody else can sign off and give you gratitude and say that you've caused impact of helping someone else in their life. As a person to move with action. I can give you several examples. I remember when I was at the gym and there was a guy that came up to me and I recognized him, but it's been such a long time since I seen this person because this was during the demic when it took place, but actually before the pandemic, when this individual that I ran into him at the gym or whatever, but he came up to me and he said, "Hey man, I just wanted to let you know I remember you, man." And he was like, "I remember you came and you approached me and you helped me with my form for a deadlift." And mind you, I forgot about this. He said, "You helped me with my form." And he was just like, "Man, ever since then, I haven't had any back issues. And it helped me progress along the road of my goal or where I was trying to achieve." And he said, "I just want to give you your roses right now." And so that was impactful because I totally forgot. You know, that was such a long time ago that this individual, that there was a trait that I ultimately helped this individual with, that stuck with them. And see, and that's a true sign of confidence, is when you forget and don't know and don't put so much attention towards yourself of you helping others and they can congratulate you and give you your roses, so to speak. That speaks volumes. He said, "Yeah, well, Floyd Mayweather tries to flex his undefeated record to everyone, but all I have to say is that it's very simple. There's a big difference between undefeated and undisputed." Sure thing. And so ultimately, that's how you know you're in the right place and the right state of mind to your goal, when you have individuals who can see the success and congratulate you on your success as you've caused impact to someone's life, to their life. And so I've had that happen numerous of times, that I don't even gloat or take huge grades of pride, but the idea that my words, my actions, my decision making will speak for itself. I don't have to give myself praise. Others will do it for me based off of the impact of what I've guided or gave out the information where you can make the decision for yourself. and see how it applies it to your life. That's what's important. And that's a true winner mentality. And that's what people need to focus on more so than putting themselves on a mediocre results, that they haven't done anything that is even worthy of such praise to that degree. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys. I don't know if you guys didn't see my last video where I was speaking about how I make $10,000 plus a month. I think that's worth checking out. And if you guys are interested in coaching of any type of degree, you could definitely hit the link in the bio. And I'm gonna get up off here because I'm starting to get hungry, but I just came back from the gym. So I need to replenish my glycogen levels so I can continue on with the rest of my evening. So, y'all be smooth. I'm gonna talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.